Hello everyone, this is Soyoung. Today's topic is about job search. Have you ever lost your job and you have to find alternative job anytime soon? Did it ever happen to you? That exactly happened to me. Now I'm working in a data science team in Berlin, in Germany, but I want to share my painful time of failure. It was back in 2018. I'm from Korea in Asia. I had a dream of being a professor in neuroscience. To achieve this dream, I did a PhD in neuroscience in Germany, and then I found another research position in US in Caltech, one of the top university in the world. And I thought I'm gonna be a professor, but then my dream completely broke. After 9 months of being in US, I not only lost my job, I had to find alternative job anytime soon, because otherwise I would be kicked out of the country. And that's what happened. So what happened is that you have to not only find a job in 3 months, but transfer your visa on that time when you have a job was a requirement. And crazy enough, I didn't find a job, and I was kicked out of US. And I want to share my failed experience, that what changed me, because even though it was an extremely painful time, I learned a lot. Very first lesson that I learned from this failed experience is that to live in US successfully, you should be good at your job. This is like minimum requirement. You have to be very good professionally, technically, whatever the requirement is. But more important thing is that you need to be ready to lose your job. You need to be ready to find alternative job without thinking. That's the number one criteria. When I lost my job, my friend said, find the job today. Like I said, I need time to process. I was crying, like I need to do something. I cannot accept this. That's what I was doing. My friend said, because this happened in New York, in a conference, a neuroscience conference, they told me, find a job in New York, in a conference. Let's talk to professor there. I was not ready to process it, but that's what you need. You need to be a robot. No emotion is needed. That's what you need to do to survive in US as an immigrant until you get your permanent residency, which is a green card. Second of all, the second thing I learned from this experience is that you start to realize what your actual dream is. I thought being a professor is my dream, settling down in US is my dream, until I learned the reality. Like, I didn't want to be living in US anymore, and I don't want to be a professor anymore. Like, it's not great to live in such a life like that. So I learned the harsh reality, and I'm not saying leaving university is a bad thing. Actually, it was a great thing to do, but I thought that was the only dream I can have, which was wrong. So I became a new Soyoung after getting this failed experience. So I don't regret doing it. Third thing I learned, that actually failing is good. When I failed of doing a good job at Caltech, I also wanted to find alternative job as good as Caltech. So I had interviews at Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Cambridge, and also on-site interview at National Institute of Health. And that showed me something. Even in this crazy time, I realized I'm a very ambitious person. If I want to do a research, I want to do it only in the top place. And that's what I kept as a principle. Even though it failed, that's what I did. And being like this kind of failure is good because it means you want to achieve something that is above your ability. You always want to do something that challenges you. And that's what it shows. And failing is something actually very, very good when you are young. When you experience this failure young, and you will be able to cope a different situation much better next time. So it's very, very good. And imagine you fail when you're 50s and 60s or 70s. It's going to be way more difficult. So don't be afraid of failing while you are young, and be a challenging person, and don't give up of your spirit. You don't change your principle, you keep doing it. Don't be discouraged. After this failing experience, it took me 1.5 years to find my first industry job as a data scientist in Berlin, in Germany. I will share this experience in another video, but this failed experience really reshaped me. I became new so young thanks to the failure, and I don't regret anything about going to US and doing a research at Caltech, where I got to see amazing, ambitious people around. I really enjoyed those experiences. I never regret. And I hope this video was helpful for people who is looking for a job and failing looking for a job. That time you will actually gain experience, and it will help you to go through a next challenging difficulty. So hope this helps. Fighting!